over 50 recipes. Stay tuned.
Hello, happy Monday. I started the week a little bit on a slow note, recovering from my weekend, which was very emotional because it was my last weekend with my sister's family before they fly back to the States. And yeah, I completely unplugged from my work for 2 days in the weekend, just hung around my sister's family and my parents all day, cooking dinner together, eating together, just spending quality time. And Ollie spent a lot of time with his cousins. And last night when we sent them off to America, I cried my eyes out, and it's just really hard to um, handle the farewell every time. I hate saying goodbyes. And I've said so many goodbyes in my life. It's just unfair. Like, no matter how many times I do it or go through it, I still find it unfair all the time. Like, why can't we be in one place? Why can't we see each other every day? But it is what it is. Today, the week started. I tried my best to move on, even if it's with puffy, cried out eyes. I worked out. I spent quite a bit of time with Ollie before going to work. And as you could see, we also finished designing the third issue of Nếp Magazine, which is Kitchen Art's latest food publication, and I'm very excited about it. It's so much better than the second issue, and it's really miles ahead of the first issue. So we are continuing to outdo ourselves volume by volume, and I hope that you will be as impressed with it as I am. It should hit the stands by mid-September, and stay tuned to the announcements on when it goes on sale. Today's topic, I would like to talk about gut feel. So one thing that I have learned over the years in business is that when something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. And it happened over and over again. Every time I second guessed my gut feel, I paid for it. I seriously paid for it in many ways. It could be in terms of monetary, not getting your payment back because you work with a bad client, or it could be your whole business failing because you chose the wrong partner. So to everybody out there who is an entrepreneur, you're probably going to have to make a lot of decisions based on your gut feeling, and it's impossible to have all the data points for your decision. And most of the time I listen to my guts, but then even up to today, there are still times when I let my gut give way to outside noise or other people who tell me, no, you should go for it, this is good for you, try it. And then I just kind of push myself into it, and then again realize, oh, this is a bad deal, this is a bad arrangement, and then finding ways to get out of it. And of course there are ways to protect yourself legally. If you hire a lawyer, if you have a legal representative who helps you draft contracts that are very tight and with a lot of clauses to tie both sides down. But even then, if the other party already does not have your best interest in mind, if they only have their interest in mind, then no matter how good the contract is or how tight the contract is, you will be on the losing end. I can tell you this firmly after many lessons I have gone through personally. So just don't think that you have a contract and they can't do anything to you. Yes, they can. And it could be no major damage because of course you have covered yourself well in your contracts, but it could be reputational damage, it could be emotional damage, or trust related damage. And when you listen to your gut feel, you will probably be able to size someone up that nobody can, that no lawyer can. And usually you can size up someone's commitment level, honesty, genuine interest in you and your company, and their sincerity. That's most important. There are two scenarios that I have been through. Either that the partner is so sincere, so genuine, so committed into building something with me that I feel even if we had a really tight contract between each other, it wouldn't matter because there's already this trust and this chemistry and this really genuine willingness to come together and a win-win kind of interest for each other. Then even if there's a really tight paperwork signed between both of us, it wouldn't matter. And it really didn't. Those people until now have not failed me, and they have always honored their words, even when those words were not documented on paper or contracts. Then there are people who are so detailed in drafting contracts with me and act so transparent and make everything look good, and you can't really find any loophole in their offer or in the contract arrangement with them. And then when things go down, they change their attitude or their face so fast that you don't even recognize them. So in those cases, you can see that having a really tight legal document doesn't really help. So the first thing you should avoid is to work with those people who you don't really have a good gut feeling with. And what if you're wrong? Well, then be it, because next time I'd rather be wrong about someone than having to wrong myself. So when someone is right for you, be it a romantic relationship or a working relationship, you most of the time will be able to tell. You will be able to feel it. Really, business is a lot in the head, but for me, it's a lot in here too. So you'll be able to feel it, and you'll be able to know when it's right. And it doesn't happen very often, and you shouldn't push for it. You shouldn't be impatient and just rush into partnerships that are very costly and time consuming to break later on. Just remember that. So listen to your voice. Don't ask for too many opinions because it will cloud your judgment. Trust me, I've been there. So listen to your voice first and foremost. And if you feel good about something, if you feel good about someone, always, every business deal, there is a face behind it. You have to feel good about that person. Then go for it. And then look into the important dealings of, transactional documentation, make sure it's right. But the first criteria should be how you feel about them. Yeah, that's my little nugget of wisdom today, and I hope you'll have a good week ahead. It looks like the rainy week has passed and we're back to a sunny, hot week. So get your sunscreen on, and remember, don't let mozzies bite. I bought this yesterday, strong mosquito repeller. Bring it with me all day long in case I am in surrounding with mosquitoes. So don't joke with it. We have one team member down with dengue fever last week. I had 2 team members down with dengue fever last month. It's very serious, so get yourself sprayed, okay? All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.